Okay.
Now see, as yesterday we have discussed about the complete networking part. Okay. Today we are going to start Docker storage. Yeah. Now see, before starting Docker storage, we need to understand the container storage. What exactly a container storage is. Okay. Now, give me some answers of my questions. Okay, I'm asking you. Let's say this is your C drive. Okay. The data of my this Chrome application, the data of my system applications are stored where, guys? In which drive the data is present?
Come again, question, your query.
The data of my Chrome, the data of my system applications are present where? In which drive?
Yes, in the my
C drive.
host
C drive.
C drive. Correct.
If I'll format my C
Yes.
drive, what will happen?
My data will be lost.
All the data will be lost.
Yes.
Clear?
Yes. Correct.
Now,
Yeah.
can I do
Yes.
one thing? Can I attach a pen drive to my system and can I mount that pen drive onto my C drive? Okay, or can I like mount that folder of my Apache application? Sorry, can I mount my folder of my Chrome application to my pen drive? Can I do that?
Yes, we can do that. So that will be persist till the pen drive will be.
After that, if I delete my C drive, what will happen? The data will be still there in the pen drive.
Yes.
Clear? So that is all about container. The container is like a C drive. Okay. Whenever you create a container, okay, an extra layer has been created. Okay, let me tell you. Let's say this is a image. Okay. And in that image, let's say this image is for CentOS. And let me do a practical also. Let me remove all the images from my system. What happened to this? Let me restart the session. Root. Sorry. Sorry. Start Docker. Okay. There is no image available right now. And I'm only going to pull one single image which is of CentOS. Okay. Very simple. Now, this image is only pulling one single layer, means one directory will be created inside my varlib docker overlay directory. So I'm just switching to this directory, varlib docker overlay, and see, one folder has been created over here. Okay. If you will go inside this folder, you have two files. One is link and one is diff folder. If you are going in the diff folder, you will see all the data of the CentOS image. Now it is not recommended to create any data over here by you. Why? Because it can let or it can corrupt your Docker file system. Okay, always it is mandatory that you should create the data with the help of Docker, not by yourself. But to understand or to make you understand, guys, I am creating a file over here as abc.txt. So what I have done over here, in this image, I have created a file abc.txt. And now from that image, I'm going to launch a container. Okay. Now tell me, if I will go inside the container and will run ls command, would I see this abc.txt? Yes or no?
It should be seen the whatever the changes on the image we are do customization in this image part that should be reflected with in that container. Yes.
Obviously, you will see the abc.txt over here.
Right.
But if I create any file inside the container, can I see that into my image?
Okay, you are saying that if you are creating any data in the container, no, that is not able to see in the image. Image will be once we have spawned the container, so that will be not added in that
Now,
image.
yeah, whenever you create a container always comes with a writable layer. Okay, whatever data you added on the container, that is always available on this layer. If you are deleting this container, data will be deleted. And this image is actually comes with a read-only layer. Now, if it is read-only layer, how I have created abc.txt? So I have told you that it is not recommended to create any file on the level of image. It can corrupt your Docker file system. I have just created this file to make you understand, okay, the concept, okay. But in the production environment, we never create the files on the image, okay. So let's do it now. Right now, you see there is only one single folder. And at the moment I am running any container for CentOS, you have two more layers over here. Clear? Now, if you will go in this layer, CD, see, and if you will go in the diff, right now there is nothing. Okay. Right now, this is the container layer in which I am right now present. If I'm going inside a container, I'm creating a file. You see abc.txt is present over here.
Sorry,
But if I'm creating a new file like kushal.txt.
Sorry, Kaushal. So you have created a one CentOS container, then you went to that ls. Okay, that var.lib
Layer of the container.
Okay, correct. So then
where nothing is present.
Yes, then nothing is present, right? So you have run this one. Okay, Docker x86. Okay, fine.
Now I'm exiting from the container and you see kushal.tt file is present over here in this container layer, right?
Right.
And obviously I have created this file. So that's why if you are now going into the image, cd double dot ls, this is my image layer, cd and diff. See, right now there is no kushal.txt. So what does it mean? It simply means that if I'm removing the container, the layer will be deleted and whatever changes I have done will be gone. Clear? But abc.txt will be still present because I have created that into an image.
Right. That's fine. That's clear.
Yeah. That is a very simple concept. So what you actually need to understand that whenever you create any container always create a read and write layer. And whatever changes you do on the container, that is always be in this read write layer. If you are deleting the container, then the layer will be also deleted in respect to that container and all the data will be gone. But the image data will be present. Okay. And if you are deleting the image, then image data will be also gone. Now, how can I save these changes? One option is I can commit this container. Generate a new image. Clear? Now, how will I do it? Now, this image will be having abc.txt plus kushal.txt. And now whenever I will create any container from this image, both the files will be present. So this is one of the example how you can create Docker images, but this is not used in the production environment. Okay. Every time like I cannot commit my container and I cannot like remove the old container and create a new container from the image. I cannot do that. Okay. But this is the concept. Now let me do it. Docker run -itd CentOS docker exec -it bash. I'm creating a file over here kushal.txt and I'm exiting from it. Now, right now, if you want to commit this running container, you can use docker commit command. What is the running container ID? This is the ID. Enter. And now see, a new image has been created, but there is no repository or tag. This is called a dangling image. Someone have asked me about the dangling images, right?
We can say that this is a customized image, which we have
If the image
locally.
is not having any tag, then that is called a dangling image. Clear?
Okay. Can
Now,
you
I
repeat that
can
word?
give it a
Dangling?
tag.
Dangling?
Dangling. Yeah.
Can you type that word in Paint?
Dangling.
Dangling. Okay. Dangling image. Dangling
Image.
Right.
If I want to give it a tag, I can use docker tag command. You are pretty aware about this. We have used this. What tag I want to give? I want to give Kushal : Udaipur. Now see, this is having the name. Clear? Now, if you will create any container from this image, docker run -itd Kushal : Udaipur hyphen name A. Okay, and if you are going inside this container, and if you will do ls, you see abc.txt is still present and the kushal.txt is still present. Okay.
Got it.
So I can take an image, I can create a container, I can do changes, I can commit it. After that, the new image will be created. After that, I can pass this image to my friend and he can create a container. Okay.
Right. Got it. I think if this feature will be called as a snapshot in VM levels, that whatever the data is there, we can take a snapshot as a volume, then we can boot up from that particular volume, right? This is a similar.
No, I will not take it as a snapshot concept. Snapshot is a different thing.
No, not snapshot. Basically, we can say that take a volume of that image, whatever the way.
Snapshot always sees the changes. Okay, whatever changes you are doing, that is actually being stored. But here, I am doing a changes and I am committing it. Okay. In snapshot, what you do actually? Let's say you are on a system where a Chrome application is running fine. Okay. And you have taken a snapshot of it. After that, you have uninstalled Chrome. If you will recover it from snapshot, Chrome application will be available again, right?
Correct.
So snapshot is doing what? It is actually holding or it is actually storing the current state of your complete virtual machine. Clear? So
Kind of
it is
restoration.
now. After that, now see, let's say on a Docker host, sometimes I need to stop myself. Let's say the snapshot topic comes in between. So sometimes I actually need to stop myself. Otherwise, the class would be like done for only snapshot.
Right. Understood.
Yeah. Now, so on this Docker host, let's say you have created a container like MySQL. Tell me what is the important folder for the MySQL database? What is the most important folder for the MySQL? Manish?
Database, what we can say.
Where live MySQL?
Okay, no idea about
If
that.
you will lose this folder, everything will be gone.
Right.
You always need to take care of this folder only and the version on which this folder is created. After that, you can like completely restore your database. Clear?
Fine.
Now, obviously, if I have created a MySQL container, and if I'm going inside a container, I'm storing anything over here. All the things are getting stored in this folder, which is actually on the container writable layer, right? And if I will delete my container, everything will be gone. Let me give you an example. Red Hat now -p, nothing, no need to give MySQL, that's it. So very easy to run MySQL, okay? Now this layer, this image is actually daemon based image. See how many layers it is pulling. Docker PS, it is running. I can go inside the container and I can run MySQL -u root -p. Give the password. What happened now? Can't connect to local MySQL server through socket. Okay, done. I have given the wrong password. Now, here you can use create database colon. Okay, or the name of the database as Kushal. See? Done. Show databases. Kushal database has been created. Now, exit from this. You are still inside the container. If you are going inside this folder varlib mysql, see, you have the Kushal databases created over here. Now, if I will remove this container from system, everything will be gone. Why? Because these all the data which I have created, this is actually present on the container writable layer, not present on the image layer. Clear?
Correct.
So how will I process this data? So a very simple solution you have over here. What you need to do on your host system, you have 1 TB hard drive. You just need to create a folder as /data on the base machine. And you just need to mount that folder inside the container on varlib mysql. All the data which are actually being stored over here will be actually stored on your base machine. If you will delete the container, data is still present. Now that is the concept of volume mounting. Clear? Now how to do it? mkdir/data. Create it. Using this command, docker run -itd, I will use a -v option. First, from the host, which directory you want to mount /data. In container, where you want to mount, varlib mysql. Now let me do one thing. Let me open a duplicate session. And let me run a watch command on ls/data. Right now there is nothing, and at the moment I will run this command, I am mounting this my data folder onto varlib mysql inside the container. Enter and you see. What happened? Just a second. Container has stopped. Okay. So whenever you face any issue like this, always remember it can be only occur due to the SA Linux. Okay. Now it is in the enforcing mode. Set it as a permissive mode. Okay. Now see, it is in the permissive mode. Now you run the command. SLNX will always do something like this. All the data is being created over here. See, now I'm going inside the container, docker run, sorry, docker exec -it mysql1 bash. I'm going inside mysql. I'm creating a database. See, database has been created over here. I'm creating another database. See, Sachin database is created over here. Clear? Now, if I am deleting this container, docker rm-f mysql
MySQL1, right?
You see, still the data is present in the data folder.
Agreed.
Now, anytime if you are running the same container, you can mount the same folder again inside this MySQL. Done?
So
Go inside it.
If external storage is required, then just put the IP here for the external, right?
Yeah, it's the -p option.
And IP.
Yeah. Show databases C. Still the database is present. You can see users information, okay, from this command. By root user, you can directly log in this container, okay? Because the root user login is available on the percentage, means you can log in on the root user from any of the IP from the world. You can make it localhost. You can create your users, okay? Now, exit. Now you can remove your containers. Remember one thing. If you have created a MySQL container on 5.6 version, okay, and if this volume is created with 5.6 version of MySQL container, you will not be able to mount this folder into a container which is having MySQL 5.8. Okay, you all are Linux guys. Okay, version issues you all are very aware about it. Okay, as you all already are working in the production. So version should be SAM. Clear? Otherwise, you know that in the newer versions, obvious data can be changed. Clear? Now, so this is how you mount volumes. Now, one problem is there. What is the problem? Right now, you have created this slash data on anywhere in the system. Let's say you are running 100 containers. In all the 100 containers, you have created different folders and you have mounted them inside the containers. Now, if someone is coming on your place to do something on the system where you were working for 2 years, how the person will know about all the folders? Obvious, you need to document that thing, that I have mounted this slash data folder in this container. I have mounted this slash data 213 folder inside this container. You have to make a documentation. You cannot list all the volumes because they are created anywhere in the system. Okay. So for that, you have one command. You can do one thing. Instead of creating the folder anywhere inside the system, you can use docker volume create command. Docker volume create, let's say I'm using the name of the volume as Manish. Can I take your name, na Manish?
No problem. Yeah, no problem.
Docker volume ls. I will take mine also. So docker volume lsc. One volume has been created like Manish. I have created one volume on the name of mine, Kushal. 2 volumes has been created. Now, where these volumes are actually being stored? This is stored in var lib docker. You have a volume folder over here. Inside this, you have 2 folders, Kushal, Manish. You can go inside them data right now here and also in Manish also. But what is the benefit? With the help of single docker volume ls command, you can list all the volumes which you have created. That is the beneficial thing. Otherwise, if you have created the volume on /data folder, how will you know about it? You need to document it at somewhere in the some PDF or Word file. So now what is the problem in this? Obviously, if my database is using a very high storage, my where partition will be full. Obviously, because all the volumes, all the images data, all the Docker data, all the logs of my base machines application, everything is getting stored in this where folder. Clear? So it depends on you where you want to create it. Clear? Now, if you want to mount this volume in MySQL, instead of giving the complete path, you just need to write Manish. Only the volume name. Enter. I need to change the name MySQL2, MySQL3, and I want to use the volume as Kushal. See? What happened to my server? Okay, I have created two MySQL pods. Maybe it is taking so much memory. Just a second. What happened? Okay, till then we can understand the new concept. Have you understood the volume concept? What is the benefit if you create the volume with Docker volume command, and what is the benefit if you create the volume with like according to you on anywhere in the system? Have you got the point, guys?
Yes, Roshan.
Now see, tell me if this operating system goes down, then what will happen? Everything will be gone.
Everything goes down, right?
So what we will do? We have multiple type of storage. Okay.
Correct. Right.
I can use NAS. In NAS, I can use NFS, Samba, FTP, or if you are a AWS lover, then you can use EFS. If I want to use SAN, I can go for iSCSI. I can go for EBS. If I want to use object storage, I can go for S3. To use the object storage, actually, that is a typical thing. You need to configure so many things in that. I can use a cluster storage. Okay. This is actually used on a very high or heavy applications. Okay. On normal applications, we cannot configure the cluster storage like Chef and the cluster.
We
can
are
use the dedicated storage,
I'm working on
which
the
generally all the companies use, like Dell EMC. You can use.
Okay. Kaushal, so I am working on the Ceph part, which will give the object and block storage services.
Yeah. With the help of Chef also, you can like share some storage to this.
Right.
Okay. I do not have any like that much idea about Chef, but I know you create bricks and all the things, right?
Right. Blocks, PGs.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, but once the Chef server is down, it is really
Right.
No.
That is a big problem.
Now, let's say I have taken example of NFS. So it's very simple. Okay, I'm just taking this example. We actually do not use NFS to do these type of things. It is not reliable. Okay, because if you are sharing a folder from NFS server, you cannot control it. Okay, the shared device, sorry, the system on which you have shared this folder, that system can use the complete file system of the system of NFS server. Okay, whatever the slash partition is having the size as. I cannot apply a limit like 2 GB. That is not available in the NFS. Okay, so I will share my data folder in the like read write mod and sync. Clear? So I will like map that folder over my worker node. Okay, where let's say I have mounted this on MNT NFS here, and after that, obviously, I will create a folder in MNT NFS MySQL. Okay, this is how the things will be done. So whatever you are storing, whatever this MySQL application which is running inside the container is storing in this varlib MySQL folder, that is overall being stored on this NFS server. If my this system goes down, I have my NFS server. Clear? But that is not a production solution, guys. I'm just taking this example to like give you an overview about it. Now here you can use Samba, you can use iSCSI, EBS. These are generally preferable. Okay, in the AWS also you always attach a EBS volume, elastic block storage. So SAN is a type of block storage. NAS is a type of file level storage. Okay. In the SAN, it is something like I can mount your complete block device onto my system and I can create a partitions on it. But NAS is something like a Dropbox. You cannot format that Dropbox 1 GB in XFS. Okay, you only have the privileges to create the file and to delete the file. But you cannot like create a partition of that Dropbox 25 GB. Clear? But in the SAN, you have that option, which is iSCSI and EBS, Internet Small Computer System Interface. Okay, which is a chip on your motherboard. Okay, now after that, just a second, guys. Now, actually, I'm in my village, so everybody is here, like Dadi and all. So now see. So have you got the concept of this volume, guys? Do you have any questions on this topic? Anything on it?
That's fine. That's fine question.
Fine. Okay. Now see. Let me take one more example on it. Restart. Why my machine is not working? Let me take an example on it. Guys, can we make this session today at this only? Hello.
Come again?
Can we make this session like till here only?
Okay. So
So can I give you some task to do? Can you do it on Saturday and Sunday?
please let us know, yeah, we can do. If possible, we can. I think if possible, Reddy and Ashish will also tell us. Can we do it class to if possible tomorrow as well?
Yeah. We can, guys. I'm ready. You say.
Kaushal and Reddy. Sorry, Ashish and Reddy. Your confirmation is required. Yeah.
So just do one thing. Discuss on WhatsApp. Clear?
Okay.
I have only one busy slot, which is between 11 to 2:30. Okay.
No problem. I think in the evening, if evening, whatever the, I think she's okay, Reddy is okay, then we can plan it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the evening we can do it. Okay, guys.
Okay.
And if you are free on Sunday, we will take one class on Sunday also. We will
Yes, yes.
try to
I think
finish
we will
as much
discuss on the WhatsApp
like
so we
cover as
can
much as
plan it. Yeah. After that, Docker part is closed, right? After that, storage part.
no, 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 no. After the storage, the Docker part generally is closed, but I will tell you some important like points also in Docker. I will take one
Okay.
more lecture on it
Okay.
Okay, fine.
because we and yeah, all obviously we haven't covered Dockerfile, guys. We have to cover Dockerfile also.
Okay.
So we have to cover Dockerfile. We have to cover Docker Compose. These two topics are the.
Okay.
If you do not know Docker Compose, you cannot touch a production. It is actually mandatory.
Okay. No, I've never heard this term before. Yes.
No. We actually start our work on the production server from Docker Compose. These all the things are just the fresher things. Okay. So we'll discuss it. We will take 2 more classes on Docker. Okay.
Right.
After that, like you have registered for OpenShift, right? So we will
Right.
like take 3 or 4 classes on Kubernetes. After that, we will start OpenShift.
Fine.
Clear?
Okay, definitely we will discuss in WhatsApp. So in next
Yeah, discuss the
Saturday,
timings
Sunday,
on
we will
WhatsApp
try
where
to
you all
close
are
the
free.
Docker part.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, guys. That's
Thank you.
great.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye bye.